Hello chat. Let's just get right into the mood. Okay, the clock is ticking. The last I checked, which was probably like 5 minutes ago now because I've been messing around with lighting and like trying to fix this fucking angle. But it is about to be the 5th of July. The 5th of July. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means Summerween is upon us. Do I feel even the least bit weenie? Like Halloweeny? No! Oh, devastating news to me. Like devastating news to me. I feel like I only just now started feeling like it's summer. Usually I have to feel the summer for a second and then I get sick and tired of it and then I'm like, oh my god, can it please be October, you know? Hence the Summerween desire. Yesterday and today and tomorrow are gonna be the hottest days here in the deserts that we've experienced so far this year. And so it's like kind of perfect timing if you think about it on paper. But in reality, I'm just not there yet, which is very sad. And I think part of my issue is that I did start a book and my plan was to read it in like the 6 days that I had between finishing my last book and the start of Summerween. Did I finish it? No. Did I bring it to the pool with me today? Yeah. Did I read it? A chapter. So I'm basically going places. But yeah, I really want to finish that. But I kind of need to put it on the back burner if I want to get even a little bit of a dent into my TBR. So, we're not talking about The Prophet and the Idiot by Jonasson, even though that is what I'm currently reading and I'm really enjoying it, FYI. What we are talking about is the Summerween TBR. And okay, these are my plans and my hopes and my dreams and my goals. As we all know, we have all of these things and we're gonna list them now. I don't know how much to like continue as if you guys just know what I'm talking about or if I need to reintroduce every time. But if you weren't aware, now you are. I'm a loser. I'm a girl loser. So the list of things I wanted to do were take the photo cards that I just got and put them into that binder and organize it all cute and adorable. I need to update my reading journal because I did in fact read today. I want to update my regular journal because I had a beautiful, wonderful, perfect day with my sister and I want to remember it forever. Also, right before I started futzing around with this camera and everything and setting this up, put a pot of water on to boil so I could have some ramen, even though I'm so full, but I just feel like that would really settle me tonight. Like, ooh, just some spicy ramen, delicious, you know? I don't know what book I want to start with tonight because part of me is saying that I should try knocking out the read in the dark prompt, which I would like to read all of Brat in the dark. So part of me thinks I should just start on that tonight and then see how far I get. Because I feel like it'll pull me in, but also I might be wrong, maybe I'll hate it. You never know, you know? But then another part of me is like, whoa, why would you start with a secondary prompt? Which I mean, like they're all prompts, but like in my head, like the main prompts are the thriller, read a thriller / horror, read a book with the night sky on the cover, read a book with 5 words in the title, and then read a book set during summer. And honestly, maybe Brat would work for all of these ways. Because it's definitely just a black cover, but there's like some kind of farm animal on it. And I don't know if it's just like a farm animal sitting in like empty space or if it's like a farm animal that you're seeing like with a dim light that's like being shown, you know? Like what if hypothetically in the darkness that we cannot see is the night, you know? And there's a good chance it takes place during summer. It's not a 5-word title, but it's definitely a thriller / horror. But anyways, that's good to know. So like what do I care about? Do I care about actually reading all the books that I've planned to read? Do I care about checking off all of the prompts? Do I care about just having fun? Oh, maybe that last one. Maybe I should prioritize that last one. Also, I love how as I start a clip, I'm like up here and then I slowly end up down here. Anyways, I filmed a Summerween TBR video and I'm not edited it yet. And I probably won't post it because I probably won't post any of this. But to reiterate here, I've picked my 5 books that I'm going to try to tackle. For thriller horror, I want to try to read Wilder Girls by Rory Powers, because it's on my tackling backlist books project that I have for myself. Night Sky, I have Brahm. What one is it? one of Brahms' books. I'll put it here. I'm gonna read an ebook version of it. I think that's the plan. I honestly feel like the 5-word title one is probably not gonna get done, or if I have time, it will be last priority. You know what I mean? And then the last like of the main 4 prompts that in my head are the main 4 is to read a book set during summer. I'm so sorry. Why is that such a big, like that was probably the hardest one to find. I don't even know the book that I have like 2 or 3 options, and I do not know if any of them are actually set during summer. I'm just guessing. And then there's one to read a book in the dark, and then there's one to read a book outside. And I feel like in the past, every time this challenge has existed on any, sorry, I keep waving my pen around. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to go check my pot of boiling water because it's definitely boiling. Well, guys, spoiler alert. I just saw the time and it's like 12:10 now. I don't know what I was talking about. Happy Summerween. Happy 5th of July. I hope it's not 112 degrees where you are, because it's 112 degrees where I am. Am I wearing a sweater? Yes, because I'm so thankful and lucky that our air conditioning is working. It breaks at least once during every summer, but I can pray and hope and dream that it won't this one, you know? Like I can do that. I might start Wilder Girls just because like first prompt, first book, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Let's get this show on the road, okay? Very quick update. I just realized something kind of incredible for me. The Prophet and the Idiot has 5 words in the title. So I could read it and accomplish one of the goals. And I'm reading the bulk of it. It's not like I only have a little bit at the end. Like I'm reading the bulk of it right now. Or I will be reading the bulk of it starting now. Just something to think about, okay? I'll back up, okay? Good morning, chat. I have breakfast. I have not even a singular reading update. Last night I edited. I'm gonna eat really quick. I'm gonna go meet up with my friend. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna go eat frozen yogurt. And then, like I said, she's also a reader, so we might end up back here reading later. But if she's not with me, I will be with me. And also, I did decide that I would love to finish The Prophet and the Idiot. And so I'm gonna finish that one first, and it's gonna count for 5 words in the title. Like, that's what I've decided. I have like a hummus toast situation, and I'm gonna eat that really quick, and then off into the 111 degree heat. Sorry for no reading update. Happy Summerween. Happy the first day of Summerween. Not a page read. Damn. Maybe I should grab a blanket and I can try to convince her to go sit at a park. Come bearing no updates. It's the end of July 6th. I had work this morning, and then this morning ended up turning into quite afternoon because they never let me leave. And then by the time I came home, I was just so hungry and tired that I ate like 2 different meals and a snack and sat on my ass. I've been reading The Prophet and the Idiot, which is the other book that I got at the library when I picked up Wilder Girls and Brat. And I thought that I was gonna either read it after the readathon or whenever I did pick it up, I wanted to read it quickly before the start of the readathon. Well, 2 days into the readathon, and I still haven't even read that much. But it's not Summerween at all. The only thing is that it has the 5 words in the title. Like, it's not spooky. It doesn't have a night sky on the cover. Oh, wait. No. It looks like they're on the moon, but they're not on the moon. Unless later on they end up on the moon. That really could happen in this book. Anyways, that was my little update. I just wanted to let y'all know that I haven't even touched my Summerween TBR because I've been only wanting to read this. I've not even wanted to read it enough that I would like finish it and then, oh, and now I have time to continue on with the books that I plan to read. But I did read In the Dark Outside, and this is a book that has 5 words in the title. Instead of reading this right now, which is what I was about to promise you I was going to do, I'm going to go get a sweet treat and then watch this Scary Jen video. And then maybe that Scary Jen video will be so scary that I'll want a new vibe and I'll read to make myself giggle and laugh. And then we'd be making moves, okay? Happy day 2 of Summerween. Another day, another dollar. Hey chat, hold on. I decided you probably wouldn't want to hear the fan going, so you're welcome. I turned it off. Listen, I had work this morning. I got off on time. Woo, because yesterday, 2 hours late, whatever. Not really 2 hours late. I need to stop being dramatic. It was an hour and a half late, but still. Today, off on time. I'm showered. I have a pot of boiling water going. I'm gonna make some ramen and maybe something else. Oh, I have boba. I stuck it in the freezer while I was showering so that it would keep its shape, but I got a taro smoothie with brown sugar boba, and I can't lie, it's obviously excellent. Am I gonna have the stomach for this and a meal? Only one way to find out. But I come with updates. Last night, I read more of Prophet and the Idiot, and I'm like 233 pages in, I think. And it's a 530-page book. So we're making slow progress on that. So what I'm thinking for today, because it is day 3, it is July 7th, it is, we're halfway basically, we're halfway through the readathon. So I need to get this motor boating, you know? I need to get this engine going. I need to read. And because I got off earlier, not earlier, but it's now 6 o'clock. Not that I'm bored of Prophet and the Idiot, but I feel unproductive in my TBR because that book wasn't even on my original Summerween TBR. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find an audiobook version of Wilder Girls and then pump that baby up to 2 times speed and have a little experience. My horror, I need to get my horror out of the way. And I feel like reading a horror book in the middle of the day is a grand idea. It is time, okay? I found the audiobook. I think it's an 8.5-hour audiobook. That's much longer than what I want. So 2 times speed it is. I have a vintage oldies playlist pulled up that is 2 hours long. And so I'm gonna play that, read this nonstop. Listening to the audiobook will help me stay on track. And then whenever this is over, I might take a little break, eat a snack, and then I wanna do a second round. 4 hours plus, you know, a little bit longer, but I think by the end, hopefully I'll be like so into it. You know, you don't get annoyed that you're reading whenever it's the end of the book. If this isn't good, that's okay. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, 1 a.m. update, 1 a.m. update. I'm almost done. So I started reading this around 7:30 probably. And then around 9:30, my sister, who I did not know was still home, came in our room and was like, should we go get ice cream? And so we went and got ice cream. And then we watched the last episode of Bridgerton. Not all of it, but basically the whole thing. But I probably ended up back in my room reading around 11, maybe a little after 11. And I've just been trucking along. And now it's like 1:20 probably, at least by the end of this clip. And I only have this little bit left. So I'm gonna finish it really quick and then I'll have my first book done on day 3. I don't know if I'll read more of The Prophet and the Idiot tonight or if I'm gonna wanna watch YouTube videos. will have finished read a horror / thriller prompt. Woo! Or like Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night, and then my day off. I'll have to get a bulk of reading done, but I'm definitely not going to finish my 5-book TBR. Like, that was really ambitious of me. I really want to read Brat. I don't think Slewfoot's going to happen. Oh, and I want to read the last one. Okay, if I read Brat and the last one on top of reading this, and I get a little bit further into The Prophet and the Idiot, I will feel successful. Because I read Outside, I read In the Dark. That one has 5 words in the title. This one's a horror and a thriller, and it doesn't take place during summer. What was the other one? Oh, Night Sky on the cover. Oh yeah, Brat kind of has night sky on the cover. Not really, but like kind of. If you zoom out, you can imagine that there's a night sky in that picture if it were clearer, you know? But it's a night sky, it's dark. How are you supposed to see past the headlights lighting up the road and the deer? You can't. So I would complete all challenges if I read just those 3 books. But I still need to watch Twister. I still need to listen to some of that Stranger Things playlist by Haley Blay. And on Wednesday, I'm gonna, I have some other shopping to pick up at Trader Joe's. And so while I'm there, I will search for a fall-ish baked good to bake. I'm gonna make this a successful readathon, even if it kills me. Also, I'll share with you this really adorable thing. My little sister, whenever she came in here and was like, hey, can we go get ice cream? And I was like, I did just settle in to read, but of course. And we left to go get ice cream. I asked her to grab me a bookmark from my little cup of bookmarks. And she's searching through all of them. And she goes, God, you have so many fucking bookmarks. And she's like making fun of me. And she goes, and exactly the one I was looking for. And it's one that she made me whenever she was little. And it says, stop and watch a movie because reading is boring to idiots. And then me and my other sister decided to put in quotes like me and then tag our little sister's name. Like she was calling herself an idiot because she doesn't like reading, but the 2 of us do. Cute. So I only have 4 more chapters left. And right now I'm listening to the audiobook on like 2.65 speed or something. And I didn't know that there were going to be multiple POVs. I was glad for it because it like came into the perfect part of the book where things were coming to a head, but you still had so much of the book that you're kind of just sitting there like, what's going on? And then you have a second POV that's like exciting and engaging again. And so it was helping to push through that like the place where I often slump a lot in the middle of books. So that was really helpful. And it was like interesting. The body horror stuff was like icky. And like, because I'm listening to it pretty fast on the audiobook, we were just kind of skimming over these like not heavily detailed mentions of like what was going on with the girls' bodies, but like it's still just a gross concept in general. I understood like the sum of it, but I don't really need to go into deep. Like I don't need to sit there and like hem and haw over the details of like how nasty it is. Oh my God. Later on, we are confronted with gore. I didn't need, like, it was like more detail than the rest of the book had given us so far, and there was no skimming over it, you know? It was good though, but it was creepy, nasty, gross. I'm gonna continue now because I am about ready to close my papers. As much as my reading light is helpful, it does strain my eyes a bit. So we're gonna continue and then go to bed, honestly. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And then more reading will commence tomorrow, but I'll be happy to have checked off this. Ooh, this first prompt of the readathon complete. Well, I guess technically I already read In the Dark and I read Outside. So, but this is like the first of the 4 like actual prompts that are extracurricular prompts. You understand? Woo! First prompt completed. Well, I have 4 chapters. Well, let me just not get ahead of myself. Hold on. So well, I finished it. I just don't really know what's supposed to happen now. And now I need to look and see and make sure that this isn't a fucking series. Goodreads, oh Goodreads. What we did while
You Were Gone is a 26-page short story featuring Hetty Reese and Byatt from Wilder Girls and set earlier in their friendship prior to the events of the book. Okay, that's so great, except for I don't give a damn about the beginning. I want to know what happens after. Because, not to fucking spoil anything, but the ending is pretty crazy when you're thinking about, like, the consequences in the rest of the world. Because well, here's the thing. They know what to do, so that's good. But the consequences of what they have to do. I don't know if any of y'all have seen Blue Lagoon, but the only thing that I can guess is that, like, the true ending is a la Blue Lagoon's ending. But not with berries or gunpowder.
Switching up the tune, always switching up the tune, because every day tests me and my fucking patience. But we're home now. We have the rest of tonight, because it's already 5:30. It's already 5:30. I was supposed to get off work at 3. I'm home now. It's 5:30, okay? I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna eat, and then we'll be at 6 o'clock, okay? Great. But you know what? I was really about to try to be positive, but I just can't even bring myself to do it. Anyways, I have tonight and then I'm off tomorrow. So I have all of tomorrow. If I don't wake up and enjoy my day to its fullest, I also need to go grocery shopping, which I'll want to do earlier in the morning, but it's fine because we're gonna go get a baked apple good to, it's been in like the 115 zone the last few days. It's very much not weaning this summer, if you guys know what I mean. So I'm gonna chug more water. I'm so dehydrated. I need to fold laundry and then I need to eat because I'm so starved. Last night when I came home, I ate an entire pack of crackers, like an entire sleeve of crackers and some peanut butter, and that was my dinner. So I need food. I think I'm gonna try to make a bruschetta because that sounds really delicious right now, and I have some tomatoes that could be used. Actually, that would be perfect to eat the last of my fresh food and then buy more tomorrow. My plan is to read Brat today because I think I want to end with reading the last one because I just feel like that one will be really, really fun tomorrow. Okay. Shower, laundry, dinner, reading. And we will make it a good time. We'll make it such a good time, y'all. Like, we won't even be an ounce as angry as I am right now, okay? We won't do that. I'm gonna be so chill and happy. Okay. As you can see, I'm in the middle of doing laundry, okay? That's the update. I was trying to do like a little cinematic shot and it's ugly and boring and I hate it, okay? So like, I'm so hungry I could pass out. I have like 6 more things to fold and then no, that's a lie. Oh my God. It's just never ending. It's just never ending. So that one's one of the good ones. Also, it being 8 hours long is so excellent, but where is my barn? My barn. Oh, here it is. Pumpkin Festival, Autumn Evening Ambiance, Nature Sounds, Fire Sounds, Soft Wind. I really love that one. Also 8 hours. I just do love it. Autumn Cozy is the same channel. I wonder if it's the same channel for this one. Yeah, it is. Autumn Cozy. I love it. But I actually think I saw one up here that's Halloween Spooky Ambiance, Haunted Houses Village Rainy Halloween. So I think we're going to do this 3-hour one. It sounds good. I love it. Princess! This is a classic bedroom in a palace where you can sleep. That's so fucking funny. Anyways, I also love this Over the Garden Wall one, but it's only an hour and I feel like I need something a little longer than that. So hopefully this will do. Oh yeah, just some classic rain, some spooky ambiance. Oh, it's gonna be so cozy. Oh, it's gonna be so cozy.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. It is lit now. It's 8:30 and I refuse to dilly-dally. It's time to read this novel. And it's only 300 pages. And like I said, the formatting is like short and sweet. So I think that I can really, I hope and I really think that I can get through this quickly. I don't know why I think this is going to be funny. I just think that he's going to be like the main character. I just feel like the main character is going to be really funny. It looks like there are bite marks at the top. Is that scary? Is that Summerweenie? Day 5 of the readathon, and I'm going to read my second book. Okay, guys? I'm going to do it, because if I don't finish this one tonight, then tomorrow is going to be really, really hard. I don't know how long this is going to take, though, and it's already 8:30. And I will need to stop because I am starved again already, even though I had bruschetta for dinner. But I don't know, if I'm not ending my night with ramen, then I feel funny. But tomorrow, I'm off. So tomorrow, the world's our fucking oyster. Like, oh my God, you guys you're not even ready. You're not even ready for how tomorrow's gonna be our oyster, okay? Let's get into this so that I can stop talking. Because all I do is talk and talk, okay? Let's get to it. If this scares me tonight, though, that'll be an issue. Like, if this actually frightens me, let's see what happens. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'm back with an update. I'm 137 pages through this. I think it has made me laugh, but not how I thought it was going to make me laugh. I don't know how I feel. Date. I have like 30 pages left. It's nearly 4 a.m. My dog just scared the shit out of me. The past 2 nights he's been acting so weird, and it's making me feel like the intruders are coming. And so I can't live like this. I need to put on a Happy Fun Sims video and go to bed because I have shit to do tomorrow. I obviously have been out of the loop when it comes to reading. Like, I've not been reading very consistently, and so I don't know how I normally feel. This one is gonna be hard to rate. Like, fully, I could give it 2 stars. I could give it 4 stars. I can't decide. It's not a 3. It's either a 2 or a 4. I think it depends on how it ends. If it ends and I'm like, what? Then 2. But if it ends and I'm like, oh, then maybe it's a 4, you know? It's not a 5, it's not a 3, and it's not a 1. And that's all I know right now. But it is weird, but it's not like, I don't know, it's, in the moments where it's the kind of weird I don't like, it almost feels like some kind of commentary. And so I'm like, this isn't annoying to me. And then whenever it's other kinds of weird, I'm just kind of like, oh, and I keep rocking on. So I don't know. I'm so annoyed that it's 4 a.m. Oh yeah, I didn't update you guys. So I was reading this, and then around like 10-ish, 10:30-ish, maybe I did pause, and I updated you guys that I was gonna go make myself ramen. Well, I went and did that, and then my brother was also awake and in the kitchen. And whenever we both end up in the kitchen, we end up yapping. We love to yap. So we yapped until 1:30 in the morning. And then I came back in here, and I tucked back into bed, and I've been reading. And I only have 30 pages left. And I want to finish them tonight, but also I can't. I don't know if I can finish this book and then go to sleep. Not that it's really scary, but it's just kind of unnerving. And nothing too crazy has happened yet. And so I'm like, to our main characters. And so I'm like, I could stop now and feel fine. But if something like crazy does happen, then I'm going to be way too unsettled. And I don't know if I can handle that right now. So that means tomorrow, the plan is to finish this and finish The Prophet and the Idiot and finish the last one. Do you think we can do it? I don't. I do not. I guess we'll just see where the tides take us, okay? So, this was an excellent 5th day of Summerween, everybody. On to day 6. Woo! Good morning. You can kind of tell it's morning. Last night, I was so scared. But it wasn't that bad. It only lasted for a little bit. Sometimes I'm so scared and it's like impossible, but because it was already past 3 a.m., like if I'm scared and it's in the hour of 3 a.m., I'm not okay, you know? I want to go shopping, But first I'm gonna finish Brat right now. I only have those 30 pages left still, so I'm gonna read those and then I'm gonna eat breakfast and then I'm gonna go. I'll update you whenever I've finished this weird ass book and maybe I'll have a rating. You can't expect that much from me. Like, I don't know what you want.
I don't even know. I think it's a good idea to film these bathroom clips because they're like a different location and then I film it. And then I hate looking back at the footage because the lighting is so bad. All you need to know is that I'm finished getting ready now. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I finished Brat. Did I like it? Yes. Were there parts I wish I never had read? Yes. I think that there were a lot of things present that I was waiting to get really scary and it never did, which I'm glad because I'd rather have not read that, but also it's a story about grief and you know that, but also so many other things are happening and it doesn't seem like it's a metaphor for grief. It seems like other shit is happening. And so you're constantly sitting there going, wait, this isn't just a metaphor. Like, no. And then the characters are being confronted with like, you're grieving. And then they're going, yeah, I am grieving, but this is different. And you're like, okay, yeah, so we're on the same page. And then the end of the book was kind of, it didn't answer any of my questions. The moral of the story was just, I don't really know. I think that is my issue, is I don't know what like the lesson was or like what the point exactly was. And I think that it's because this book was way smarter than me. And so definitely things went over my head. But I was like ready in the beginning. Like I was picking up on things I was seeing whenever things change. And so I was ready for that. Then it started getting more abstract and it was like, okay, I'm still on board. I'm understanding what's happening, but like, the through line was family, which I liked. And there were some really sweet scenes that were surprising between the brothers or like the one main character and grandma or whatever, or the one main character and mom. But like, okay, like yes, but also like, but what about all that freak shit? Because it wasn't just a metaphor because grandma literally goes, mm-hmm. And then you're sitting there like, okay, so what about it? And you're just supposed to take that as it is. But like, what is it a metaphor for? What is the deer man a metaphor for? Like, yeah, those are my final thoughts, I guess. Those are my final thoughts. I wish the lighting in this room was better. Sorry that it isn't. Okay, let's go shopping.
I've returned from my little shopping adventure. Everything that I needed has been secured. And I went pretty fucking fast. I was in Trader Joe's for 9 minutes and that was it. And I didn't even really, like I knew what I wanted, but I also got other things. I got a mango I'm so excited about. I got more tomatoes, which wasn't the plan. I successfully grabbed those apple blossoms. Apple blossoms secured. These are so good, I'm so excited. So that'll be happening tonight. I think I'm gonna make a coffee that has like cinnamon in it. And so that's like, you know, a cinnamon coffee. Like that sounds, I don't know, caramel, cinnamon caramel, something, yeah. I got like the little group of avocados, but they're not ready. Usually it takes a second, I guess. Oh. Oh. This is gonna be such a summer treat, honestly. I love mango. And I'm kind of getting better at opening. Okay, I just said that and now I know that this one, I'm gonna butcher it when I open it, but I'm kind of getting better at opening them. I got some more Campari tomatoes. Also, at Trader Joe's, I only spent $43. I got 2 loaves of bread. I got my hair oil. I got tomatoes, mango, avocado, those apple blossoms, 3 bags of gorgonzola gnocchi, which me and my brother both love. Is that it? That might be it, but still, like, nearly 10 things for $43? Is that crazy? Is it crazy that I feel like excited by that? Probably. Well, that's right. My brother said he brought in donut holes. I made a mess. And this is not really a fall treat. But if you think about it, yes it is. We love the pros of being a sibling. Wow, I feel so successful right now. But I'm so hungry I could literally pass away. So I'm gonna eat probably 1 or 2 more of these donuts. And then I'm gonna make myself a delicious breakfast bowl. Well, am I? Because no avocado. I could eat my tomatoes though. Maybe I'll have another like bruschetta situation. Ooh, or I can have like Mediterranean toast. I'll think of something. I'm gonna have a delicious breakfast and I'm gonna make myself a cinnamon coffee. And then we're gonna read the last one, which I'm so excited about. I think I'm gonna have to download it on my iPad. And we're gonna have an iPad experience. Do you guys like my top? I got it at Garage when I was in Anaheim with my sister for the 4th of July. We went shopping, we went to this mall. It's literally just a navy blue top. But I look so much more put together than I would have if I was wearing a t-shirt. So I'm trying to be a lady. I'm trying to be a fashion forward lady. I've been consistent with this stuff for like, I don't know. I honestly want to say like 6 years now. Does it do anything? I really don't know. Like I could not tell you if any product that it like advertises something, if it's actually accomplishing the thing that it advertises. Like my night serum, it feels so nice. Is it anti-aging? Like, is it anti my aging? I won't know until I age. I do have like, my fine line is still there, but obviously it's not gonna get rid of my fine line. It's not like a reverse aging, it's just anti-continuing on. And I'm gonna be 30, so I would like to stop. You guys know? You get it. Unless all of you are children. Like, congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, coffee. Actually, maybe I'll make my coffee right now. I just used this. A little bit of salted caramel. Caramel, cinnamon, come on. And then this is like our little sugar container. And then I have a whisk. And then I'm gonna grab a big old guy and some Vietnamese cinnamon. I don't know, something about coffee doesn't really feel great in my body. It's equal parts water, coffee, and sugar. I don't always do the full tablespoon. I don't know why. I think it's just because in my head, the sugar is what makes me feel bad. But it's not like I'm not eating sugar in other forms. But I must. I mean, I just downed like 4 donuts. But I don't feel bad necessarily whenever I have other foods. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. But now it's time for the part that is so messy and I'm gonna ruin my shirt. So I'm gonna cover the lid like this while I let's see if we can capture the magic together, shall we? We're gonna go trick eventually. Like, fake freckle hack. Okay, and now I'm too lazy to keep going. Cinnamon challenge. Cinnamon challenge. Okay, now it's time to put everything away because I hate it whenever messes are about. Do I wish I had tiny ice? Yeah, I guess. I don't think I really care. I've not been in an ice chewing era. I used to be a big old ice chewer. And I miss it. Actually, I miss it now that I think about it. And I think that a lot of people use this as creamer. But metal straw, the best invention ever, because it always is cold drinking out of a metal straw. Maybe I should stop talking while I'm stirring this so vigorously. It tastes fine. It tastes like it's missing something. But I used everything that I usually use. Anyways, I'm on my iPad. And if we just go ahead and click right here on Everhand, which I had to re-download because I don't use my iPad to read anymore. And it keeps on telling me that this device isn't updated, like it's not compatible with this version. Well, oh wow, that was a little less. Excellent. And now we're in. Stepping aboard a ship is an act of faith. Dun, dun, dun. I kind of hate it. Like, it's nice. Oh, but see, I was just about to say, I kind of hate it whenever they drop you right into chapter 1 because there's like stuff before. And I was like, I mean, it's nice because you don't have to keep scrolling. There's a whole map of the ship. Very, very, very helpful. So everyone knows what I'm doing. I'm gonna be reading this and it's gonna be so fun, okay? I'm so excited. I'm really glad that I saw this book mentioned on Olivia's video. I also think that Lala might have read it. Those are the only two people I talk about. I don't have a parasocial relationship with them. They're genuinely just the only two people that like speak and I'm like, oh, interesting, right now. Besides Jen, okay? Like that's kind of it for me right now. Only 3 girls. 3 girls in my brain. One of them's a mother. Are all 3 of them queer? 3 queer girls in my brain at all times, and that's all I can handle. But yeah, we're gonna be reading the last one by Will Dean, which I think that I explained. Actually, I don't know if I've been doing a good job at explaining like summaries of these books in this reading vlog, but I talked about it a bit in my like TBR situation. But the last ones is about a woman and her fiance who go on a cruise. And they're on this cruise and they're cruising. And then one morning she wakes up and everybody's gone. And she's abandoned on the cruise ship. That's so fun. And survival stories are interesting to me. I enjoy reading them. Scary stories, not so much. But if there is an aspect of like something other than just straight up being scary, I'm into. And so while obviously scary things are going to be happening, I think that it's going to be partially survival and partially potentially the little things that I've been hearing from people that made me want to pick this up is that it's kind of genre switching via certain twists and turns that happen. And I think that that is incredible, especially if this turns into some kind of a sci-fi situation. I love that. So also I bought blackberries. Oh, I'm so excited. Do I like blackberries? Yes. Do I also kind of hate them? Yeah. Like that's so real. Wait. That might be the best blackberry I've had in a long time. Wait, why? Wait, why is that? Why are they so good? Wait, I'm gonna finish all of these today, maybe. I feel like I should be talking about the books I'm reading or about Summerween in general. Actually, let me turn you. Please don't fall. But I don't know, I don't really have many thoughts, unfortunately, about the books that I've read so far. I kind of talked about everything I could talk about with Brat earlier. And when it came to Wilder Girls, it was like an old school YA that I would have read. And I read it because I used to want to read it. I enjoyed it just fine. I think that there's like this weird phenomenon where queer books, especially like whenever it's sapphic, the behavior, and I think it's just because they're teenagers, it's not fun for me to read about. And maybe that's just because I'm an adult now. That's crazy to think about. These English cucumbers, product of Mexico. Cilantro and lemon are last. For now, sriracha. And maybe feta underneath. That actually sounds like it might be delightful. Okay, there's really not a lot of room left on these, but I'm gonna try to shove these tomatoes on. I'm glad I got the Campari again. Is that how you say it? They have a really good taste. I'm bad at explaining flavor. It's like sweet and sour. But it's not sweet and sour. It's like, perhaps I find them tart. Would you like to see? That's what we're working with so far. I'm gonna put lemon juice and cilantro on them. Oh wait, let me show you how it looks now. Does it feel like we're having breakfast together? Oh God. But yeah, now we'll continue on. Oh, actually, I'll show you guys. Do you like my screen background? It's like a Pinterest collage that I made as inspiration for my current whip. Is it current if I've not written anything for it since NaNoWriMo? I'm not gonna answer that. You can answer that for yourself. But yeah, time to read further than just the first chapter. Are they British? Every time a main character is British, that just kind of changes everything, doesn't it? Wait, that's cute. I already like them. Wait, that's really cute. I already like that a lot. rock climbing wall. I guess that's not abnormal. Oh, maybe it's only boyfriend. Only the 13th date? Are they just rich? I love women. Which, I'm assuming Will Dean is a man, but I shouldn't assume things. Actually, let's go to Goodreads really quick. It is a man. Oh. He's handsome? Hey guys, this man is handsome. And he like lives in the woods or something? Oh, that's good. I was about to say, I'm assuming Will Dean is a man, even though I shouldn't assume, so let's look it up. Because now I'm thinking, because obviously this main character is a woman, and he's writing a woman. And you know how that's like, you know, that's a topic that we can talk about. It's interesting. And so far, I don't really mind how he's writing this woman. Obviously nothing crazy's happened, but like just the little bit I've gotten, I like her. But I don't think I was written by a woman. I don't know who I was written by. Maybe I was written by Will Dean. Maybe I want to be written by Will Dean. He's handsome. Okay, that's all. We just discovered something fun together because he's fucking handsome. Okay, so what I'm gathering is that he's fancy rich and she's a waitress. And so she's just like humble waitress girl and he's like fancy, expensive man. Pete and Kaz. I don't know if I can eat this. It took too long to eat and I've been drinking so many fluids. We'll munch and crunch. We'll munch and crunch together while dissociating and reading a book. You understand how it is. Cheers. I didn't think that I don't know how to pronounce this word. Canapes? Let's see. Look up. Pronunciation.
Canapes.
Canapes. Did I say it right the first time? I won't know until I go back, I guess. But as I was saying, I didn't know that I would be reading multiple books that had the word canapes in it. And here we are. Here we are. There's a lot of French cuisine in The Prophet and the Idiot as well. She thinks, okay. There's a potential that he may propose on this trip. She thinks it's unlikely, but there is a potential if he's being crazy. Because I was incorrect. I don't know if I've stated out loud yet that I was incorrect. I assumed that they were fiancéed. They're not. He's just boyfriend. They've 13th date. This is their 13th date. That's so fucking crazy. Double the size of the Titanic. I just got full body chills. Double the size of the Titanic. Actually, no. Oh my God. Actually, no. She's about to get, not about, I don't know how, oh my God, that like brought me to tears. I don't know how long it takes until she's alone. Double the size of the Titanic. I'm crying because I can't even compute that. I'm also crying because this fan is blowing and my eyes are really sensitive, but double the size of the Titanic. That's actually so terrifying. And I know you guys were judging me. I told my friend the other day, we were on the phone, and I told her that I was planning on watching Twisters for this. And I was like, and obviously I know that's not a scary movie, but it kind of is. And she was like, Tony, that's not a scary movie. And I was like, it's about a natural disaster. Like, that's scary. And she was like, okay, you got me there. This is like genuinely scary. It's gonna be like frightening. Like not like unsettling horror, like jump scare scary, but like the actual idea. Like that's so scary. Okay, so I've scared myself thoroughly during this week, so I'm really excelling at this readathon. Like, I just want all of you guys to know that I'm a big old scaredy cat, and I've purposefully been putting myself in situations so that I feel a little scared, and that's why I didn't go to sleep until 4 a.m. last night. Well, that's one of the reasons why I didn't go to sleep until 4 a.m. last night. I wonder if my brother and I hadn't hung out, if I would have ended up staying out that late anyways, just because once I finished my book, I wouldn't have been able to sleep because it would have been too close to 3 a.m. and then I would have had to be scared all of 3 a.m. and then go to sleep instead of get back into my room and then blackout read until it was nearly 4 a.m. and then be scared just for that little like 15-minute period before it hit 4. I didn't finish reading that sentence. Double the size of the Titanic and half the size of modern cruise ships. Well, I've just decided I'm never going on a cruise. I have just decided I'm never going on a cruise. Like, that is scary. God, I already shivered enough about it, but that's actually kind of ridiculous. Like, We are leaving that world and entering open seas. I'm so glad that she's kind of scared because she's like kind of taking in all this information to eventually prepare her for what's about to happen, which is obviously the best candidate for someone to like have to be in a survival situation. So I like that. If you were gonna go on a cruise, also apparently I've just been informed through these elderly randoms that they're not on a cruise. They're on an ocean liner. But like imagine you were going on a secluded vacation like that. Do you propose in the beginning or the end? Or the middle? Because if you propose in the beginning and then you say yes and everyone's happy, then you have a whole like, it's even more of an exciting vacation because now you're fiancéed. If it's in the middle, that's a good sweet spot. And if it's at the end, I also feel like that's safe. And on the flip side, if you do it in the beginning and the person says no, then fuck. You know? Wait, it's just funny. I almost want to read what the synopsis of this says. Because I've not read the synopsis. I've only heard what like Olivia and maybe one other person talked about whenever they were reading this. But as we were like meeting random people or like passing by, she's like explaining how people look a very certain way. Like pointing out, identifying characteristics of these other passengers or like staff. But if she's alone and they all disappear, why do we need to know what they look like? But like if, I don't know. Interesting. What is this plot twist of the main female character in books having like a dark past involving casinos? Every female main character I've met that has a dark past, it has to do with casinos. Like I can't think of any other one. It's usually the main male character that has a dark past, and it can be a plethora of things. But with women, it's always this weird secret casino situation. Now I want to watch Poker Face because that one doesn't do it like a reveal. Like that's the whole point of the show, is that she works at a casino. I love that show. Well, I guess that's not the whole point of the show, but that's the whole beginning of the show. I love that show. You guys should watch Poker Face if you've never seen Poker Face before. So I just finished the first chapter and it's insinuating that the next chapter is whenever she's gonna wake up alone. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if they're just like teasing, like faking us out. If he's just gonna be like somewhere else. Ah, the fresh November air is chill. We're in November. Well, shit. It's not really summer in any of my books. It might be summer in Prophet and the Idiot. That's the only thing that I won't complete then. I was banking on this one taking place in the summer, but it's not. November? Goddamn. Well, we must find another way. I think it's time to go get comfy cozy. And then, not speed read, but read more of it. Ooh, are the chapters gonna be short? I love it whenever the chapters are short. That is a way to get me hooked. Short chapters. Let's continue. Elsewhere. I've decided we're back in the corner. Am I kind of sick of it? A little. I can't lie to you. But I have the last 3 donut holes, my iPad, my coffee, the big waves outside the boat will help you feel relaxed and relieve stress. Ambiance that is 10 hours long that I'm 2 hours into. Okay, I have them, so I might as well use them. And by use them, I mean flip to a random page. That's fucking adorable. I think I'm gonna do this winky one. And they're just gonna sit here, I don't know. I just decided that I want them to hang out with me. Is that a crime? I don't think it's a crime. I'm gonna pretend that they're my boyfriends. I'm on an ocean liner. Where's my mic? But my hot, handsome, sexy, hot boyfriend is super ultra mega rich. And I'm just the girl. That silly waitress girl who's out of her tax bracket in this premium suite on this not cruise ship. And so they're here. They're my Pete. And I'm Kaz. And we're gonna pretend, we're gonna really immerse ourselves into this reading experience so that it is spooky scary. And I'm gonna listen to these. Let's preview them together. I saw lightning that was right there and there was no thunder to accompany the lightning.
No, no, this is not the vibe. I need something more spectacular. An ocean or rainstorm to fall asleep to? I don't like it when rain sounds like that. Let's go back to black. Where was I? This pirate ship ambiance. Let's look at that. I love how I'm wasting it. I think I'm gonna do this one because it's more unnerving, these creaking sounds. Let's write that we finished Brat, because all we have listed right now is Wilder Girls, and that's a lie. The truth is that we finished 2 books. It's gonna have to do. Oh God, oh God, oh Jesus. Okay, I did it. I have my donut holes, I have my book. I don't know how the Kindle that everyone has for reading works, but anyways, your current app version is no longer supported. Okay, great. Let me get back to my book, please, and thank you. Also, do we love that? Do we like that for my eyes? You think that's good for my eyes? Or should I maybe fix that? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, y'all, let's buckle in. Pete is such a man. Ooh, oh, I really like that imagery. I also am not imagining her with a British accent, even though I definitely should be because she's British. I've decided that I'm gonna imagine this British woman as Rue from Home with Rue. Okay, if I knew that this was like as extravagant of a trip as I do now, oh girl, I don't really care that I'm stranded for at least a little bit. I'm just luxuriating. We'll see if she does that. I'm curious if she does. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off and continue reading, but truly shit like this makes me feel like I am so unprepared for any situation. Like, I should definitely become a better swimmer. I should definitely become a better swimmer. Will I ever? I don't think so. But then, not that I'm ever gonna go on a cruise, but like, what if I end up on an ocean liner? Or a train, or a plane, or a bus, or something, and then I'm in situations that I'm not prepared for because I'm not prepared for anything. That's too scary.
Okay, chat, we have an issue. I stepped outside for the animals and it's really nice out. And so I was like, ooh, change of scenery. Let's step outside. I'm gonna make myself a fun drink. Thinking I had ginger ale in the cupboard because for some reason we always keep ginger ale, but not like a Sprite. A cute little grenadine and ginger ale situation with some frozen strawberry and a couple of those blackberries. But as it turns out, we're out of ginger ale. So I did find this, which I've never tried. So I don't know if I like it. Also, I know you're not supposed to put wine over ice, but people do because it's delicious that way. So semi-sweet product of Italy. Ah, we love Italy. Vegan and gluten-free. Taste test. Uh-oh. Okay, time to run outside before it gets dark. I'm on chapter 17, and the tea is that she's not alone. She's actually with 3 other passengers, which I want to say initially makes it less scary because she's not alone, but strangers are terrifying also in their own right. And none of the, well, one of them is kind of a wild card, but a lot of the times the wild card doesn't end up being the one that you have to worry about because they're a wild card from the beginning, so you know to keep your eye on them. Every story I've picked up recently, there's been a strange cast of characters that I wasn't expecting to encounter. really wish I had my freaking clip. My freaking clip. Oh well. That is a good twist. I like it. I like that twist. Yeah, that's crazy. No! I love a Pandora's box just as much as the next person. We're only 100 pages in. We're only at chapter 21. It's like every time they realize that they need something, it goes like that's whenever the universe is like, oh, and now we're taking it away. I think it's time to go inside because this dog won't fucking stop barking. Okay. Chapter 22. Let's continue back inside. I've not finished my wine. Let's go eat dinner. Let's go eat dinner. I'm so cozy, you couldn't even actually imagine it. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm only halfway through. Have I said it enough times? I'm on page 234 of 463. When we got the actual reveal, I was so shocked I couldn't even do anything. Like, I really didn't think it was gonna go in that direction at all. But definitely the genre jumping is real. And I don't hate it, but it is interesting because I think that we're dealing with things that I often see in the genres I typically read, to be honest with you. And I was not expecting to get any of that in this one. Like, I was thinking a different genre. I know exactly what Olivia was talking about now. Like, there are definitely books to compare this to, but you kind of can't say because that ruins the whole thing. And as much as I love spoilers, I don't know if I would have picked this up if I knew the twist already, because finding out the twist is like kind of the main point of this book. So yeah, I'm also not gonna say it. But yeah, I'm on chapter 56. I have some thoughts. I have some anticipated plot points. But yeah, I'm kind of sad because I wanted to finish this and get more of the Prophet and the Idiot read today. But instead, that's not happening. Instead, it's 1 a.m. I'm only halfway through this book. Punching out of my shift for reading tonight. This was fun. I like this readathon, even though I really only had, what, like a day and a half to really like immerse myself. Oh, I didn't even make my apple blossom. Maybe I'll have it for breakfast tomorrow? Damn it. That needs to happen. I did all the other things, except for read a book set in summer. The Prophet and the Idiot starts at the end of August. Is that summer? I don't think so. I think that that's fall. I think that I failed. I've not watched Twister. Oh! Can I even watch Twister online? I need to find where it is streaming. And then my tomorrow plans are breakfast of an apple blossom from Trader Joe's and watching Twister. And then after that, I can worry about reading. Hold on, I need to check if I can even find it anywhere. Is this good? Is this good for you guys? I've decided that watching Twister must occur. Oh my god, I've not edited a second of this footage. I've not edited days worth of footage. I'm gonna have so much fun editing hours and hours worth of me yapping my mouth. Okay. Good night. This man is my enemy. What the fuck did I just read? It's 6:20 in the morning, the 12th of July, 2024. And I finally finished this book. I am a fraidy cat, okay? I think we've established this. Nothing scary was happening. And my hands were shaking because of like the adrenaline, I think, pumping through my body that had nowhere to go because it wasn't real. Like new fear unlocked. Like actually new fear unlocked. I was thinking we were gonna have fun. And I was incorrect. I'm gonna have to cut out so many yawns. If I knew what this is about, I never would have read it in a million years. For multiple different reasons. Like, that just doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in. Specifically because it's like this other thing that I'm also not interested in. And also another thing that I'm not interested in. Am I gonna be able to go to sleep? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna sit in existential dread until something else distracts me from it. I think me and Will Dean are ops now. I think that's how this is working out. And he gets to live in his beautiful cabin with his beautiful little family and write this. Sir, we're ops. Like, actually, I'm collecting author ops. I really am. Him and Kiergan Byrne are right now, they're my ops. Also Sage SJM, but like, that's a different list. Oh God, I'm giving this book 5 stars. I have to give it 5 stars. I like actually have to. And that makes me sick to my stomach, I think, right now in this moment after just finishing it. Oh my God, I'm scared. Like, I'm so fucking scared. I need to force my sister to read this book. And the other issue is that it was good. And so, does this mean that I'm going to want to read more from him? Because, obviously, we want to be reading 5-star books. And so, I feel like because this was a 5-star, I should read more of his work. But also, if I am traumatized like this again, I think I might have to go into hiding. Like, I already feel that way on a day-to-day basis. And now I have, like, basically evidence that I should be allowed to. Sorry. Don't come any closer. Stay back. Oh God. Oh my God. How could they do that to her? Like, how could he do that to her? William Dean. An official op. I'm making a list of author ops. I'm making it right now. Oh my God, family book club. No one will be as traumatized as I am. Because no one is as a fraidy cat as I am. Good night, Summerween. Good fucking night, Chicago. Like, what do I do to make myself feel better? I have so much footage to edit. I just realized I have so much footage to edit. Did not make me feel better. Reliving this. Having to relive this. 24 minutes. Yeah, I gotta go. I so gotta go. Love ya.